is going on, Sag? Welcome back to my channel, Elevate Your Energy. It's Jazi, your favorite Cali reader, spiritual consult, and eclectic practitioner. So this is going to be your reading for the week ahead. My readings, as always, are timeless unless otherwise specified. So whenever you do find this message is when it's meant for you. Please keep in mind that these readings are general in nature, meaning they're not going to resonate with all of you, nor are they meant to. So just something to keep in mind. Please take what applies, leave the rest for who it's meant for. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump into your message for the week ahead. Let's see what's going on for Sag. The highest and greatest good. That was fast. Okay. So Temple of Truth, throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. So Sag, some of y'all may I feel like be having a conversation this week, maybe saying some things that need to be said, maybe some things that you've been holding in that you can't hold in anymore. It kind of feels like the floodgates are just going to start pouring out if you don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't hold it in much longer is what I'm getting here. Full system upgrade, power recall. Yeah, that's at the bottom. So it feels like this is happening. It's divinely orchestrated. Whatever this is, Sag, it feels like it's divine orchestration. Okay. Whatever it is that you're expressing, whatever it is that it's like you can't hold back any longer. Okay. Or this could be someone else. This kind of maybe letting you know. But this really feels more personal, Sag. This feels more like an energy of like the floodgates are opening because you've been holding back too long. Some of you have been holding back maybe things that you've been wanting to say, whether it's, you know, with family or a spouse, you know, or just in general, like with your purpose, things like that. It's like you're being put in position this week, though, Sag, where it feels like you're not going to be able to hold back much longer. Okay, you're not going to be able to hold it in. You're not going to be able to just, you know, breeze past it as if, you know, you didn't feel or hear or didn't, you know, get that sensation, whatever it is for you. Okay, that's a lot going on. So let's see. Don't compromise your values in pursuit of acceptance. That's, yeah. Authenticity. That's exactly what that is. So the 11th could be a date of significance. Okay. March 11th, obviously, you may be born on the 11th. Some of you may be a life path 11. Okay. So Spirit is asking you, though, to not compromise your value. Don't compromise your morals, your integrity, the things that you know is right, that is really in alignment for you. Don't compromise that in order for people to accept you, in order for people to, you know, validate you or make you feel, you know, worthy. That always comes from within. We can only feel as worthy as we believe we really are. Okay. So second message is learning to be assertive will help you reinforce healthy boundaries in dominant relationships. So feels like there's this need here, Sag, to really step into your authenticity, to step into your truth this week, maybe in a way that you haven't before. Okay. I feel like, you know, with the 8 of Swords here at the bottom, some of you, it's definitely something that maybe something that's keeping you from moving forward in some type of way. Some of you may be really overthinking the whole situation, maybe thinking the worst or expecting the worst of a situation, but it feels like it's actually going to turn out better than you expect. This is what you don't see. Okay. It feels like some of you, and I can attest to that in my own personal experience, times where I really stressed myself the fuck out with, you know, something that I needed to say or a truth that I needed to stand 10 toes down on. And it always 9 times out of 10, at least, it has gone way better than I expected it to go. So I feel like some of you, Sag, just need to give yourself the space and the grace to have the experience, to allow yourself to see that, oh, it actually can be different. It doesn't always have to end in total fucking disaster, right? King of Cups, exactly. This is about emotional balance, emotional stability here, okay? Being in tune with your emotions, knowing when to express and when to, you know, hold them back a bit, okay? So that's what it feels like some of you are exuding this week, okay? Or being asked to step more into the energy of the King of Cups here, being emotionally, you know, grounded and balanced. So when you do express yourself, you're not overthinking it, you're not stumbling over your words because you've taken the time to ground your emotions first. Okay. Some of you would really benefit in maybe making that a practice, especially when it comes to things that are maybe really difficult for you to say, especially or things that are really sensitive, something you've been holding back for quite some time. Really allow yourself to ground into your, you know, into your heart space. That way you can not only express from an authentic place, meaning you can express what really needs to be said, but you don't have to then worry about having to apologize after the fact for how it was expressed. Okay. That comes with maturity and allowing ourselves to get emotionally grounded first. Okay. What else is going on for Sag? And this could be for some of you, this could be someone around you, okay, that's needing to speak their truth, needing to say something to you, okay, with the artist. So a lot of watery energy here, Sag. A lot of water, a lot of watery energy going on here. So some of you maybe pulling more into your feminine side this week, okay? It feels like from when you operate from this emotionally grounded place, it's also positioning you to step more into your creative side, right? Whether it's creative physically or creative ethereally, meaning like whatever you're trying to create, maybe on actual canvas, maybe your art, for some of you, that for those of you that are artists, but for others of you, this has to do with the canvas of your life, right? What are you trying to create in your own personal experience, and really being honest with yourself about what that looks like, what you really want, being honest with yourself, letting yourself express, ask for what it is that you want. Okay. Some of you, that may be something that you're still being asked to work on this week. Okay. That may be coming up for you, Sag. To really be honest and truthful about what it is that you want, what it is you're asking the universe for, being real with yourself about what it is that you want. And it feels like, as long as, if we can really make our wants so correspondent with our needs, it's a higher chance of it actually coming to fruition, because you're not just asking for something just for the sake of having it. You're asking for it because it divinely coincides with what it is that you need as well. Okay. So let's see what else for Sag. What else is going on this week for Sag? We look forward to. And what I'm also getting here, Sag, is that for those of you that need to have healthier boundaries when it comes to like the things that even expressing yourself, right? The way you express yourself, setting those healthy boundaries by saying, look, I don't like when you do this, or I don't like when you talk to me like that, blah blah blah. By you setting those energetic boundaries, I feel like some of you will also see how that plays into your creativity, how that plays into the things that you're creating in your life, maybe the way your art flows, the way for those that make music, maybe it feels like some of you'll start to see how, by making these adjustments, right, that maybe don't feel like they're connected, you're actually going to see this week how they are very connected, how one actually does affect the other. Okay. So we have the World that came out, Sag. So this is about cycles completing. Okay. Some of you, it's like by you becoming more grounded emotionally, it feels like when you do express yourself, when you do speak, that's when people listen. When you do express your art, when you that's when people want to see what you have to say. They want to see what it is that you have to put out. Okay. But it feels like because you've allowed yourself to operate from a level of acceptance, like inner validation, that's when it starts being expressed, meaning reflected back to you externally through other people. Okay. So this feels like a very powerful week, Sag, about when it comes to um, grounding yourself emotionally, when it comes to emotional balance and stability. Okay. So let's see, what is the energy that Sag will benefit this week in embracing more of? Please. What is preferably a major arcana? What is the energy that Sag would benefit in by embracing more of for the week ahead? Very accurate messages for Sag. So we had two that came out. They flipped in reverse. So we have Strength in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Interesting. So for embracing what this feels like, Sag, the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay. This feels like excuse me. Feels like an energy of putting your pride to the side, not letting. This feels like a more so of energy of letting go, of releasing, of not holding back anymore. Some of you have been holding yourself back for far too long, and now it's time to really kind of like let the floodgates of what your soul is trying to express, trying to be heard, trying to be, to allow to be witnessed. It's like time to step into that. It's time to be seen. Okay. It feels like some of you have been holding back as far as, maybe things that you're wanting to do or that you're needing to do. Some of you, it's like you've done everything you need to do. Some of you, it's just a matter of energetically letting go, energetically releasing the stronghold about how this is supposed to turn out, or when, um, small, minute details that it feels like some of you are not supposed to really worry about. This is that energy of letting that go, releasing that, releasing the passion that some of you've had about how this should happen, who should be involved, what exact opportunity it is that I'm asking for, right? It's not to say to just give up on those things, but it is to say that sometimes if it's not happening when exactly, the way you want it to, or when you want it to, it's either not time yet, or spirit has something better in alignment for you. Okay. So it's just things to consider that it feels like you're being asked to do here, is to, embrace more of this energy that isn't afraid, that is, that isn't interested in holding itself back anymore. Okay. That isn't interested in playing small, that isn't interested in dimming its own light. Okay. You're being asked to really shine brightly, shine through all those things. Okay. And maybe when you're acting, responding from an emotionally grounded space, it's not just sporadic, it's not just, flighty, it's not just in and out, it's actually methodical and well thought out. And that way it can sustain itself because it's clear about why it's doing what it's doing in the first place, right? When we have that clarity, it makes it more easy to continue the process. When we're clear about why we're doing something in the first place, we're not just acting off of emotion, right? When you're actually letting your heart lead, that's not coming from an emotional place, right? That's coming from a well grounded, well thought out place, right? When we respond from emotion, that's, when you get in a fight with your spouse and then you're like, I'm mad at you, so I want to break up. That is responding from emotion. But when we're talking about letting the heart lead, that's your heart taking you in a direction regardless of how you feel about it, regardless of, outside influences. It's your heart is still telling you this is still the right thing to do. This is still the right way to go, the right move to make. That is being heart led. Is that it's there, the pull is there regardless. And even if it wavers, it returns, right? For me at least. That's how I identify the difference between being heart led, led by your heart, versus being led by emotion. Okay. So let's clarify. What is the King of Cups? Spirit, why is it here for Sag for the week ahead? Why is it here for Sagittarius? Okay. And let's clarify the artist. Why is the artist here for Sag? Saw the Eight of Swords try to pop out. It didn't make its way out, so I didn't take it. But if it needs to come back out, it will. Clarify the artist, please, for Sag. And for some of you, that's your indication of not overthinking your artwork, not letting overanalysis paralysis stop you from creating. Okay, that's, I feel like, very key for some of you, Sag. Clarify the world, please. Why is the world here for Sag? Letting the world see what it is you have to offer. Clarify the world for Sag, please. Where's the world here for Sag? Okay. All of them flip face down, like they don't want me to see yet. So let's clarify the energy that you can embrace more of, you benefit embracing more of. Beautiful. Exactly. Can I have one more, please? One more for Sag. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so Seven of Swords with the Chariot. 7-7. So what this feels like, Sag, just feels more so like energy of um flying underneath the radar. Okay, so while we know the Seven of Swords in tradition, traditionally speaking, could definitely indicate energy of self-sabotage, sneaky energy, liars, cheaters, thieves, people around you need to keep your eye on, things like that. Seven of Swords can also speak of strategy. Okay, flying beneath the radar, keeping things to yourself, not giving much about what you have going on. It feels like this is a week for that as well, Sag. Okay, to be mindful, to not let yourself self-sabotage, staying in alignment with yourself, the chariot, so you can continue to move forward on, in alignment. When both your head and heart are on the same page, they know what both the roles are. They're clear about the assignment. There's no need to restrain them, right? There's no need to have reins on both those energies because they're both clear about the goal. They're clear about the assignment, right? So this feels like a week, Sag, of being clear about your assignment. Okay, being clear because you're being authentic, because you're stepping into your authenticity, you're embracing your authenticity as best you can. Okay, so clarifying the King of Cups this week, we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, this could definitely be a soulmate energy that maybe is expressing themselves, speaking their truth to you, or maybe you're needing to express your truth to them. Okay, this, like I said, can definitely be someone that maybe you have some type of creative tie to, creative expression with. Okay, this person could be a muse, or maybe you're someone else's muse. But again, with the world here, this is like a completion. Okay, this is like a completion of a cycle, something that maybe has been going on for quite some time. Okay, maybe something you've been dealing with for quite some time, maybe since a child. Maybe some of you, this is about stepping into your truth in such a way, maybe you haven't before. Okay, maybe it's like showing yourself how much you've grown, showing yourself. It feels like some of you, Sag, you're seeing this week how much you've grown, right? How far you've come from a child on up to where you are now. Okay, especially when it comes to how you express yourself, speaking your truth, being authentic with yourself, right? So clarifying the artist, we have the Page of Cups. A lot of cups energy here. A lot of fucking water, Sag. A lot of water. Okay. So again, another so the Page of Cups. So this is the energy of optimism. This is also energy of bringing your dreams down into reality, as above, so below. Okay. So this is about, stepping into this energy of whatever it is that you're trying to create, believing in yourself enough this week, Sag, that you can bring down whatever that dream is that you have into your waking life, into your waking reality. Okay. So this is about really believing in yourself, trusting yourself, and allowing yourself to see that, you know what, I've grown a lot from who I used to be, the version of or where I was. Others of you, this is about maybe a childhood dream that you've had that you're now able to play out because you're old enough, because you're an adult. Others of you, this has to do with um, showing up as the version, as this now adult version that can now protect this little version of you. Okay, that maybe didn't have the protection it needed as a child, right? This is stepping into that and saying, I'm here for you now. Some of you, this week is maybe going to be very reflective about, like I said, how far you've come, about now being this version, this protector to this little version of yourself that maybe you didn't have growing up. Okay, couldn't express itself properly growing up. This is now stepping into this version that says, I got you, I got us, I'm here for you. I'm keeping you safe. Whatever it is that you feel, I'm here to, be that voice for you. I'm here to advocate for you. Some of you, Sag, are being asked to step into that energy for yourself this week. Okay. That's going to be really, it feels like really cathartic to your healing, but it's also going to help you walk away from any self-doubt, any, help you leave behind any pains of the past that made you feel like I'm inadequate, or I'm not good enough, or I don't believe in myself, or I can't, whatever it is I want to create, I can't have, right? Because pigs don't fly, that must mean it's not possible, right? So this is spirit asking you to prove to yourself, you can have whatever you want. You just need to bring it down. You need to allow yourself to dream with optimism, the same way you would when you were a kid, the same way you did when you were a kid. Okay. Some of you, like I said, this is a childhood dream that may be returning to you at this time, Sag. That's coming back up because now you're old enough, right, to actually make it happen. Okay. It's not going to be for all of you, but put it where it applies. So, clarifying the world is the Knight of Swords. So, this is about taking action towards what it is you need to do. Cycle is complete, the cycle is closed. So, meaning the old version of you, the life maybe that some of you used to live, Sag, is changing. And now this is your indication that it's time to see that for what it is and move in the direction that you're guided towards with confidence. Okay. This is about seeing identifying what it is, the truth of a situation, what it is you're being guided to do right now, and stepping into that, running towards your dream like your life depends on it, because it really kind of does. Okay. So some of you Sagittarius are really being put into this energy this week of, seeing how, your success is calling you. For some of you, others of you, this is about seeing that I'm not this version that I used to be. I'm not this little kid anymore. Okay. I've grown, I've healed, and now I can really speak my truth. Now I can really tell my story because I've closed out that cycle. Now I can speak my truth with confidence because I allowed myself to close out that cycle that maybe once lived in me as a child. Okay. Feels like you Sag that are resonating with this. It's like you are the generational cycle breaker of your bloodline. And now you're really being put in a position to really show yourself and prove that I have been doing this work. Others of you, this is your proof this week that you are now being kind of like nudged into doing this work. Okay. So, the energy that you would benefit embracing more of this week, we have the Strength that came in reverse, as well as the Knight of Wands. So clarifying those energies, we had the Three of Wands that came out, very beautiful energy, as well as followed by the Nine of Cups, more water energy here, which is then also followed by the Six of Pentacles. This is ending so beautifully, Sag. So what this really feels like here is you're really being asked to embrace the life that you've been asking for, the help, the support, the energy that you've been putting out for so long. This is Spirit saying, get ready to receive. There's nothing else that you need to do. You just need to come out of that energy of, feeling like I need to hold myself back, or the lack of confidence in whatever it is that you're asking for. It's all here for the taking. This is a very clear indication of whatever it is you've asked for, Sag, is here for you. Literally. The waiting, the Three of Wands represents the waiting, right? You've made the decision with the Two of Wands, right? We made the choice. Now we're waiting for our ships to come in. The Four of Wands is the celebration, the support, right? So this is about, you're waiting for the next step. What is the next thing I need to do? You're ready. So this is Spirit saying, embrace more of this energy this week, Sag, of being ready to receive what you've asked for, the wish fulfillment, receiving the fruits of your labor, the proof of you getting, receiving based on the energy you've put out, the help maybe that you've given other people, the universe is giving it back to you. Maybe every time someone, called upon you for, a helping hand, you've always been there to give it. And now that you finally need someone, Spirit is showing up and showing out for you, Sag. Okay. Embrace that, the fact that I'm always provided for. My needs are always met. The energy I put out, I receive back in balance. My wishes are being fulfilled right before my eyes. The waiting is no more because it's here. Okay. Whatever that is, Spirit is saying, embrace that this week. This is what you're being told, that you'll benefit embracing this energy. So it's up to you. Okay. Claim it if you like, but the Ten of Cups is here at the bottom. I mean, the Ten of Pentacles, to me as a reader, this is the happiest card in the deck. For me as a reader, this covers all of it. This covers the happiness, the joy, the abundance, the bliss, the love, the money, right? Because you can't have all that tangible success without having it energetically first, right? So for me as a reader, this is the happiest card in the deck. And it's right here at the bottom, meaning this is hidden energy from you, Sag. This is energy that you're not necessarily available, like privy to. It's not maybe readily available to your radar yet. Okay. But this is again about being ready to receive. Look, the Six of Cups again. Okay. What you've asked for as a child, it's like it's here for you. But you need to be in this nurturing, receptive, loving, peaceful energy in order to receive that. Okay. But it's letting you know this is what's here. This is what's available. So it's up to you to choose. Are you ready for that timeline, Sag? Are you ready for this full system upgrade? Okay. Are you ready to step back into your power? Are you ready for the responsibility that comes with your power? Right? A lot of people ask for a lot of things, but they're not always ready for the sacrifice that comes with it. Right? And the sacrifice doesn't always have to be a bad thing. It doesn't always have to be a negative thing. It doesn't always have to be a painful thing. But it's really getting clear about what's required for what it is you're asking for, and then being open and receptive to receive it. Okay? Being open and receptive to receive what it is you're asking for. because it's literally here for you. What you've put out, the universe is trying to give to you. But are you ready to receive it? Are you actually ready for what you're asking for? Are we pretending that we're ready, but we're really not? Okay. You're going to know, because when it shows itself, you'll know if you sabotage it or not. Okay. So, Sag. Oh, well, let's get one of these before I let you go. Okay. So, what is a sign or synchronicity that Sagittarius placements can keep their eye out for that would benefit them to let them know they're on the right track? What is a sign or synchronicity that Sag can keep their eye out for? This could be one they're already seeing that's serving as confirmation. Others of you, this is what you can look forward to. Okay. So we have hummingbird that came out for you guys. Really, really beautiful energy. So, and given that, yeah, I get it. We're in different parts of the world in the winter, and, certain weather things may prevent you from seeing certain things, but a hummingbird signs, the universe can give you the signs in different ways. It doesn't always have to be physically as an actual bird, although it definitely can be. So, keywords for the hummingbird: rite of passage, spiritual devotion. Exactly. So this is, again, like that rite of passage. This is that initiation. You've made it over the hump, essentially, Sag. Okay. It's like some of you have unlocked something. You've unlocked the key. That's why this floodgate is like opening up for you now. Okay. Let's see. Skillful, resilient, freedom, creativity. Did we talk about that? Artist. Okay. Creativity. Right. That's also what this right energy here represents. Creativity, creative spark. Right. Let's see. Creativity, lighthearted, adapt to circumstances with grace, be present / smell the roses, playful, laughter, go the distance. Okay. So this is again, a really, really positive energy, Sag. So for those of you, you may be seeing hummingbirds, or you may, see the word, however that resonates with you. But just be mindful, tap in intuitively to what you're receiving when you see a hummingbird, or when you hear the name, when you hear the word, whatever, tap in at that moment and allow spirit, your guides, to tell you what the message is for. Because just because you see a hummingbird today, what it means for you in this moment doesn't necessarily mean it'll be the same message or the same meaning 5 hours from now, right? It could be different. So it's always important to tap in with your own inner guidance to what that means for you when you see it. Okay. So Sag, just what I have for you. Trust this reading reach those that need it. If you did resonate, I'd love to hear about it. Otherwise, you know what to do. I love you so much, and until next time, howdy.